I'm very eager to see what these stickers look like. Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's a fresh week and I hope you're well. As usual, I hope you have been looking after yourself. I am doing good. I'm feeling a little bit more energetic today. I've had another couple of days of like really like fatigued kind of vibes. So yeah, I had a really good sleep last night. So I'm raring to go for today, and we're going to be packing lots of orders today. But first of all, I've got something exciting that has arrived in the mail, and basically I wanted to trial run getting some stickers made as samples by a company just to see what the quality was like, because it's getting to the point now where I'm struggling to keep up with the demand of making stickers at home. And not only that, the second reason that I've looked into it is because I can only make a certain level of quality stickers at home, whereas obviously stickers that are made professionally are much higher quality because you get someone to pay them to make them. So I really wanted to see what they would look like, so I thought I'd start filming because they just arrived. I'm very eager to see what these stickers look like, because if they turn out really good, I am actually very much willing to drop a lot of money to basically get all of my stickers made by this company and just get like a load of each design made, and that would really help me out with getting through my Etsy orders and things, because at the moment I'm having to stop and start a lot with making stock to keep up with it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what these look like, so let's have a look. Okay, so here is their design, as you can see, and then I don't know if it'll pick it up on the camera, but yeah, you can see like mine on the left is much brighter. Yeah, that's the only thing that's putting me off really, is the difference in brightness. You can see it better in that light. Yeah, so this one's mine and this one's theirs, so obviously it's a little bit desaturated. Oh, I just wish they were a bit brighter. So these trays are what I used to have my stickers in, and as you can see, these have a lot of old stock that I barely shift anymore, like my Critical Role stickers and some little Japanese snack charms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out of these, and I'm actually going to move my stickers that are in here back into here so I can easily see what I've got in stock and what I haven't. So let's do that.
Hi lovelies, this is voiceover Holly, nice and sexy microphone voice. Hello. So this segment is actually something I've never done here on this channel before. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I've wanted to get my sketchbook out for so long because I haven't really touched a lot of traditional work in so long, it's been over a year now at least, I think, since I last did any traditional work. And yeah, the opportunity came up honestly purely because I've actually been too sick to film anything. And what I mean by that is I've actually been too sick to get really any work done that's been worth filming. So yeah, I've been having a bit of a tough time with my physical health. I've been so incredibly fatigued. I've been dealing with really bad brain fog. And yeah, it's been really difficult. And I know that with these things, it comes in waves, and I know that I'll feel much better in like a week's time, but it's been really bad this time, which sucks. But I know that any of my lovely chronic cuties will understand what it's like, and it's difficult when you get to this point, and especially when you're your own boss, it's really difficult to actually get work done when you're extra sick because your brain functions aren't working properly. I'm just incredibly tired all the time, but I'm struggling to sleep sometimes. It was difficult. And to be honest, at the time of the point of me recording this, I'm still dealing with a lot of fatigue, but I am feeling a lot better with the physical health side of things, so I'm not as in much pain. But honestly, I'd rather be in more pain than have more fatigue, because with fatigue it's just so difficult to actually get anything done. And I've been finding myself really struggling because I've just been like staring off into space a lot, and it's very difficult to deal with because nobody really knows how to tackle brain fog, so that's been fun. But I thought I would doodle some Instagram suggestions, so thank you to my lovely Instagram followers who gave me these suggestions for my sketchbook. I had such a fun time doing these, and I've actually got some questions to answer as well from my Twitter followers while I talk over my little doodles. So thank you if you suggested any of these questions. So the first question is, what's the process of making key charms, from finding ideas for them, creating the art, finding a company to produce them, and delivering them to customers? So the way that it works is, so the whole process of getting something like a keychain or key charm made is, it's really good to get your sketchbook out like I have, and just doodle down ideas, get some suggestions from people if you're struggling with ideas. But I find that some ideas I come up with organically just seem to work well for a key charm. And there'll be certain drawings and certain illustrations that work better for certain types of merchandise. So a key charm illustration won't work as well as like a print, for example, and vice versa, and many other things like that. So I think just be inspired by others around you, really immerse yourself in other art in like Instagram and Twitter. It's such a good place to be for being inspired. I find that Pinterest is a really good place to find inspiration as well, especially if you're struggling to get any ideas, and you can just create different Pinterest boards for different vibes and aesthetics that you might want to be looking into. And yeah, I find Pinterest to be really good for that kind of thing. I create my art digitally for all of my merchandise, as with digital print it's much easier to work in digital illustration. You can actually still do the same thing with traditional stuff. If you want to turn traditional work into merchandise, you'd have to look into getting like a scanner and things. I don't use a scanner because I don't really do a lot of traditional work, as you can see. But obviously you guys can look into that if it's something that you're interested in. I don't have the expertise on that side of things, but then when I've got the artwork ready, I make sure that it's in the right format for the company that is producing them. And with a lot of things like key charms, you can get them made through companies such as Zap Creatives, which are actually based in the UK. I haven't used them for key charms, actually. I I'm in a group order for my acrylic charms and pins and things, and they're produced in China through a company called Vograce, and you can find them on Alibaba. And a lot of companies that create merchandise can be found on Alibaba. So it's a really good place to look for if you're wanting to make new merchandise that you don't really know where else makes it. So for example, I do the same thing with my washi tapes. I actually get them made through a Chinese company. So then when they're produced, they are sent to me by the company. And what I do is I actually go through and check every single one and make sure that the quality is adequate, and I'm happy to send them out to the customer. And then hopefully people buy them. If people buy them, I then try to make sure they are packaged very nicely and in a way that looks very nice and presentable. And I use like backing cards and things for enamel pins, for acrylic pins, acrylic charms. What else? I think backing cards really kind of add an extra sparkle of love and care into a particular item, and it can also kind of give off a certain aesthetic. If you want it to look a certain way, it kind of gives that extra level of detail if you use backing cards. So that's the process of kind of what I do. Not everything I make is made in China. I actually make all of my stickers and prints myself in-house, and all of my acrylic charms are made with a Chinese company. Same with my washi tapes, same with my enamel pins, but this is all kind of stuff that you can kind of have fun looking into on Alibaba. It's a very very big website, but it's very fun to kind of just look for ideas on different products and things. I'm going to be doing that again very soon with looking at possible new items to add to my store. Okay, next question. Do you ever get overwhelmed by the amount of work required from you as a small business owner? What do you do to avoid overworking yourself? Now, I'm not very good with not overworking myself, and that's something I'm still working on. But I think there is a lot required from me as a small business owner, because I literally have to do every single part of the business. It's not just me, creating illustrations and then everything else is done for me. I literally do everything. I send off all of my orders. I create a lot of my stock, as I said, so I make all of my stickers and prints at home. I then have to quality check everything. I run Twitch streams. I run my Patreon full time. There's so many things that I have to kind of consider as a small business owner, and it does get overwhelming. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. It is definitely overwhelming. But there's a lot of things you can do to avoid that, and scheduling is really important. I've really got the hang of scheduling now. I might not be able to stick to it sometimes with my health, but at least it's there and I know what jobs I need to do, and it really helps to lessen that overwhelming feeling of thinking, oh god, what have I got to do now? I've got all this stuff coming up. I've got all these Patreon rewards I need to do. Make yourself a calendar, print it out, or even, you don't even have to print it out. Just use like an actual calendar system. Add these jobs in, do daily tasks. I find that daily tasks really help me with my brain fog, and I have a really bad memory. So writing down tasks as soon as I start my day really, really helps. I actually use Trello. It's a really good system, and I found that it was easier using that than using a physical planner. I did use a physical planner probably a good half of last year, but I've been getting on way better with Trello, because I can add and remove jobs if they're not relevant, or are now relevant, and I'm not scribbling out lines on a paper and making a mess of it. So I use Trello. It's really handy for helping to ease that overworking and overwhelming feeling. Okay, next question. How do you bring traffic to your work and grow your following? So I think the best way for this is definitely participate in Draw This in Your Styles, because it's a really good way for people to check out your work that may have never have discovered it in any other way, because people check hashtags of Draw This in Your Styles and they scroll through and they want to see other people's entries, and yeah, it's a really good way to get noticed by lots of other people, and they're also really fun to participate in, and you get to draw things that you may never have actually attempted to draw on your own. So I think it's a really good tool to have, and I always recommend people doing Draw This in Your Styles. Another thing to help build traffic to your work and grow your following, just be authentically you as an artist. Draw what you like to draw. And I know that in the beginning it may feel like, it's not doing much, but trying to build consistency in your work, it does take time. And I find that having consistency in your Instagram posts and your overall aesthetic really helps to bring more traffic, because people will maybe find your new piece of work that you've just posted, and then they'll come and click on your account and scroll through and have a look at all your other posts. And it's more likely for them to actually follow you if things are consistent. So let's say you're using just red and black in your artwork. That's great, because it means that they know exactly what to expect from you when you post again. Whereas it's harder to follow somebody if you don't know what to expect from them, and it's less likely to happen. And it's not to say that you shouldn't be consistent. Having inconsistencies in your work is very natural, and everybody's artwork and everybody's art style changes over time, and that's totally natural. But just have fun with it. Have fun with creating the artwork that you want to create. Don't focus too much on numbers. I know it feels like you have to grow a following and you want to get more people to your work, and that's totally cool. Just don't focus on numbers too much, because it can get really stressful. So don't worry if you've got inconsistency in your work. It will kind of iron itself out over time, and again, it will evolve over time. Your artwork is never going to stay consistent forever, and I can attest to that. My artwork has changed a lot in the last couple of years, and I feel like I'm really growing into my own art style properly now, finally. And this does take time, so don't worry about it. And yeah, with the numbers thing, just do what makes you happy. Have fun with Draw This in Your Styles, I think is a really good one. And yeah, try and make some friends along the way as well. Make more friends on social media. Meet new artists that you might not have met before, and just have fun. Don't worry about the numbers thing too much. So I did have some more questions, but they kind of tied into the ones that I'd already answered. I hope you enjoyed this fun little voiceover Q&A and me doing some little doodles. I honestly had so much fun working straight up in pen as well. I actually, funny thing is, I actually attempted to do this sketchbook drawing doodle suggestions thing the day before I filmed this one, and I actually spent way too long on each one. I only got a couple of drawings in before I ended up getting too tired, and that's why I had the highlighter pens next to me that never actually ended up getting used, because I did try to use the highlighter pens as fun little solid block colours in the previous sketches, but yeah, I just had so much more fun just going straight in with this fun little pink biro pen, and just not worrying if there's mistakes. Not everything I draw in this is perfect, and that's totally cool, and it needs to be normalized that artwork doesn't have to be perfect. Sketchbooks are meant to be messy, they're meant to be fun. Just have fun, and that's exactly what I did. I had so much fun with this. I do think my favorite one on these pages is definitely the silly little lemon guy, the Shelly in the hot dog costume. I really like the Sheba with the flower over it as well, and the little froggies. I had so much fun with these, and yeah, I definitely want to do this again, so let me know if you like this segment, and yeah, I will let you watch the rest of the video. And as always, I love you. Thanks. Thanks for letting me ramble, and I'm gonna go and have some coffee because I'm tired.
Hello lovelies, I thought I would take this opportunity to say hello on camera as most of this video has obviously been me drawing and getting my sketchbook out again. I honestly thoroughly enjoyed getting my sketchbook out again and getting back into more traditional work. I have been really wanting to get back into it this year, so it was a really good opportunity. So if you suggested any of those little doodle ideas, thank you so much. I would love to do that again. Please let me know, give me some feedback if you'd like to see that more of that kind of stuff. Yeah, this week's video was obviously a little bit different, but I hope you enjoyed it still. I'm still going through a bit of a rough patch with my health at the moment, and I think I've said this before, but it always goes like up and down. It comes in waves. I'm dealing with the current wave, and yeah, that was my way of dealing with the current wave, was kind of giving myself a little bit more time to rest up and actually do some fun doodles for myself and try not to stress myself out about work too much. But yeah, thank you so much as always. I am about to stream right now. I will quickly show you my little setup. So I've got this month's Patreon print that I'm hoping to work on today alongside some doodles, because it is a Sunday stream after all, and it's going to be Sketchy Sunday. And yeah, I just hope I get over this wave very soon. I know it will. It's just difficult when you're in that wave to kind of know that you're going to come back down again. And any of my chronic cuties will completely understand this, and just know you're not alone. If you ever want to speak to me about chronic pain and chronic illness stuff, I am always happy to speak through DMs and stuff. It might take me a while to get through them, but please don't feel like afraid to message me, because I will actually check all the messages. And because my arm is now hurting, I'm gonna put you on like a boomerang. Hello. Yeah, as you can tell, my brain is all over the place at the moment as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go and say hello to the lovely Twitch community and try and get some more drawing done today. And with that note, this is the kind of stuff that you can see on my Twitch streams if you haven't seen them before.
Actually pull through here.
Doing so well.
Bye, Liz Lynch.
Uh-oh, we're all getting stuck.
Oh,
yes,
oh,
yes,
oh,
yes,
oh.
yes, yes, yes.
How do I disqualify someone?
Yay!
Are you sure that was not rigged? That was not rigged.
And as always, please do something nice for yourself. Self-care is very, very important, and I will see you in next week's video. Thank you so much as always for supporting me. I love you very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys, bye. I have a personal beef about Papa John's because we can't get delivery of Papa John's where we live.